For more than a century, agriculture has been the lifeblood of the coastal counties of the lower Colorado River Basin. By some estimates, it's a $300 million a year industry.
Agriculture is the name of the game in Wharton County.
And much of that agribusiness centers on rice, a crop that has been prominent since it was introduced to the region in the late 19th century and is well suited to the area.
If we don't grow rice there, we don't grow anything.
Ronald Gertson's family has been growing rice in Wharton County since 1910. Water from the Colorado River has irrigated the family's crops, first from privately owned companies that built the irrigation systems, and later from LCRA, which supplemented the river flows with releases from Lakes Travis and Buchanan, and later acquired the major irrigation systems.
Historically, LCRA has always provided sufficient water for our rice crop and have been a very reliable, probably more so than the predecessors.
Then came notice from LCRA last fall that if severe drought conditions continued into 2010, much of the farmers' water could be curtailed or shut off under the guidelines of LCRA's water management plan in effect at the time. Most of the water the farmers purchased is classified by LCRA as interruptible. Farmers pay a lower price than firm water customers, but they may be curtailed or cut off if LCRA's water supplies become low. And for the first time since the plan's implementation in 1989, LCRA was considering a significant curtailment. 2 years of severe drought had dropped LCRA's total water supply in Lakes Travis and Buchanan to less than 40%, and below a trigger point for curtailing interruptible water supplies.
Almost a state of panic.
And the farmers, you know, you can't just lay out 1 year and not take an income and go back in. Most of them would have to go out of the business.
It would have affected the mills, the dryers, the aerial applicators, the fertilizers, the chemical companies, everybody.
Fortunately, the return of rains in late 2009 ended the curtailment threat. But the episode is very much on the minds of these farmers as they represent irrigation interests on the 16-member advisory committee that's working with LCRA to update the water management plan. The irrigation interest's goal is to maintain a reliable water supply for farmers as other users' demands for Colorado River water continue to increase. Agriculture traditionally takes a hit from the Colorado's other water users for its heavy water demands, especially for rice. Savino and his fellow stakeholders agree that other users' needs are important, but so is agriculture for offering a local food source.
You don't want to be dependent upon somebody else for your food supply.
Gertson and Savino also point out agriculture's ties to environmental stewardship and wildlife as the farmland attracts migratory birds. All four agree conservation should be the first step, but eventually say there will be a need to grow the water supply, a step the agricultural representatives agree will not be easy.
The bottom line is we all need to coexist. The people who are non-agricultural producers need to keep that in their context, and we need to keep in our context the fact that we are not the only users of water, and we have to be as vigilant and as efficient in our usage of water as is humanly possible